Okay everybody, welcome to game 2. So here we are, I've got the M2 yet again, and we're back again on this familiar battleground. So I head off to the left, as we normally do, and bit of a free-for-all there. But that happens quite a lot. That's why I normally wait and let everybody else start moving off so I can see where they're going, but this particular game I was a bit impatient because I wanted to race around here and see how far I could get before coming across the enemy. And when you come from this way, again the first place you normally encounter the red tanks is around this section here, and the second place is a little bit further on where the other destroyed tanks are sitting. And of course, as you can see, I came across an enemy tank right there, right here I should say. So I got up here as close as I could to the rocks to make it a hard target, and so now it's just a waiting game. I've got to wait for him to stick his nose out so I can take a shot at him and that. And yeah, now that he's coming out, I know where he basically is, where he sticks out his turret and his body. So I just got to move my gun up or down a bit. And hopefully get him to miss a lot. Unfortunately, once I've fired, it takes a little time to reload and it generally backs up. So yeah, and just as I'm about to fire again, as it's finally finished loading, as you can see, it tends to back up. So it'd really be great if the loading time was faster on these tanks, but unfortunately there's not much you can really do about it. Because they never had auto loaders for them, so that's basically the only way you can load the rounds quicker on these tanks. But that's on the higher level tanks, not these lower level ones. They never had auto loaders, never had any designs for them back in the day, so it's all manual loading, which is why they're so slow. They're programmed for the speed. They actually know what the actual speed reloading speeds are for these tanks, and they factor all that into them, the tanks, so you're getting a reasonable facsimile of how quick it is to reload. As you can see, he's coming out, he's taking wild shots. He's mainly hitting the rock face than he is hitting me. Now the thing with this is I keep backing up a little bit at a time, and then suddenly I stop. I can't back up, and you'll see why shortly when that happens. Now I've got another tank that I've got to deal with. I'm dealing with two tanks here. So, and what I don't know is that, as you can see, I'm backing up. I've actually got one more shot and I should be able to take that BT out. And yes, I'm taking hits from the enemy tank there. And yeah, I've gone to here because I can't back up, and here's why. Because I've got a teammate who's sitting right behind me. Why players do that, get right behind another player, is beyond me. If I'm right behind a player and I see they're backing up, I will get out of their way. I don't just sit there and block them. And yep, that's it. I've been taken out by this Lutz, and my teammate's gone up. Unfortunately, he doesn't last much longer himself. And as you can see on the counter, I'm the first green player to be eliminated. The red have already lost 4, and I'm changing scenes now. I'm just going from one player to another to see what's going on around the field. and yeah, you can see just basically mucking around at the moment just to see what's going on. Now you can see both of us are taken out, and that Lutz just has gone right past us, and there's nobody between that Lutz and the base basically, but for some unknown reason they don't go to it. So I'm changing players again, just looking around the battlefield to see what's going on and what's the best. That's a DW2. Right, here we go, it's a T6 medium, and that at this stage I don't have a T6 medium in my garage, and after the performance, watching the performance of this T6 medium, I decided that I'll actually get one and put it in my garage, which I did, and it's turned out to be one of my other favourite tanks as well. I'd actually bypassed the T6 and gone straight for the M4, I think it's A1. It's in the inventory of tanks that you can purchase. Yeah, after seeing this, I decided to go back and actually get the T6. And now with the T6, I've also added the 105mm howitzer, and also added the same gun to the M4 Sherman that I've got. As I said, that particular gun is a very good gun. It's got great hitting power, but an atrocious reload time. But still, they're not bad tanks in that. I quite like them. They've got good manoeuvrability in that, a good rate of speed. So yeah, I can always change the guns if I want to later on back to the proper guns. So yeah, here we are up at the enemy base and that, and the T6 is now capturing the base. He knocks over this tree and uses it as a bit of cover, which is what you can do with trees at times as well, is knock them over like that and use them as cover. Or if you come across a tree that's knocked over, you can use it as cover. So yeah, he's still capturing the base, and he's helping out the rest of the team to eliminate the red players. Yeah, well, not this is a pretty good game. It's not too bad. I'm just a little peeved that I was taken out right at the beginning of the game, basically. But that happens a lot to me, mainly because I rush ahead of everybody, and that I go down the sides because I know that's basically where they're weakest. They're always basically weakest on one side in all the games, basically. The enemy tanks will go up in force on one side more than they do on the opposite side. So one side will always be weaker. It's just luck of the draw as to which enemy force you come across, the weaker one or the stronger one. Yeah, so we're just waiting now, and now he's just firing off his gun for a bit of fun, I think. Because it's the end of the game, basically, and I think there's only one red player left. So yeah, and that's it. It's game over now, and yep, there we go. It's a victory. So yeah, there's my destroyed tank.